Today's story is about Krystal Beslanowitch. She had experienced childhood in Spokane and had dropped off the radar quite early on of 15 years. By then, she was engaged with medications and prostitution. It appeared to be that Krystal just was not keen on carrying on with a typical life, in spite of the affection and backing she got at home. Her stepfather guaranteed that Krystal had begun selling her body a lot more youthful, at 12 years old. And he likewise guaranteed she had brought forth a child that was consequently taken from her. He felt frustrated about Krystal and accepted she never truly had a potential for success throughout everyday life. In July 1995, Krystal and her sweetheart chose to move away, and they moved to Utah. Krystal experienced difficulty with the law on various events while in Spokane. Maybe they thought the time had come to take a shot in an alternate city. One night Krystal went out to go to a general store, and she won't ever returned. What made him more concerned was that another whore who had worked a similar region as Krystal, West North Temple, had been killed that November, simply a month sooner. Krystal disappeared on a Friday, and her body was tracked down the following day by two farmers. They had been going down a back road that was very detached and seen the body on the banks of the waterway. Krystal's body was totally bare, and it was clear to the individuals who saw her that she had experienced various awful hits to the head and face. In 2008, two analysts were relegated to resume the case, with the expectations of a leading edge, utilizing new measurable innovation. The analysts worked all day looking into the issue, and scientific researchers had the option to extricate additional DNA from the stones found with her body. The primary focal point of resuming the case was to additionally investigate the legal proof found at the location of the crime. The match urged the group to additionally dissect other measurable proof from the crime location, and this returned significantly more grounded as having a place with Simpson. In spite of having the DNA match, it was concluded that they required additional organic proof from Simpson. Simpson was accordingly captured at his home for the homicide of Krystal, and it was Boner who had the delight of setting him in cuffs. He was taken to the neighborhood prison in Sarasota to anticipate removal back to Utah, where he would be officially accused of the homicide of Krystal. Shockingly, Simpson didn't attempt to battle the removal request and was ultimately gotten back to Utah. At the time he was captured by Boner, Simpson had been living in Sarasota County for almost 14 years. Back in 1987, Simpson had been captured for wounding a man in Clearfield. Then, while pulverizing Krystal's skull with a huge stone, he should have been situated nearer remaining over Krystal to crush the stone against her head more than once. This strategy is additionally maybe the grisliest and shows what Simpson was truly prepared to do. Indeed, even while in prison anticipating preliminary, he acquired one more charge of attack against an individual detainee. At this point, he has not been shipped off preliminary, so it is all simply a question of stalling. In spite of the gravity of the wrongdoing, the arraignment has expressed that they don't expect to look for capital punishment, yet will go for life detainment. He has killed two individuals now, both in a very savage way, and indicted crooks have been shipped off death for less horrendous homicides. That's it. We will be back with some other real murder mysteries. Thanks for watching the video.